welcome to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. This video is a little bit different than my other videos. It is a video on TMD and anxiety and possible nose job situation that I might have to have. First I'm going to talk about the TMD, which affects your TMJ, which is your jaw joint right there. I've got a bunch of notes, so I'm going to be reading off of them. It's your temporomandibular joint right here. TMJ acts like a sliding hinge connecting your jawbone to your skull. Dysfunction can lead to pain and discomfort. So basically what that means is when I open and close my jaw, and mine started because I grind my teeth and I clench my teeth at night, and because of that movement back and forth, it's caused my joint to wear a little bit, because apparently this joint back here does not get blood flow and it doesn't have nerve endings, so it can't repair itself if it gets damaged. So if it gets damaged, then eventually your bones are just going to start rubbing together, and it's going to cause you to have surgery to fix those bones, right? Well, I've been getting migraines for a few years now. I thought it was my wisdom teeth, so I went into the dentist and I asked them about it. You know, I went in for a cleaning and I said, hey, I'm having these migraines, can you just check my wisdom teeth, because I was supposed to get them out when I was like 17 and it never happened. And so I had them check, and she was like, no, that's not what it is. And so she did an examination on my mouth, and we found out that I can't open my mouth all the way. Like, I can only open my mouth to like 38, and you're supposed to be able to open your mouth to like 48, which I don't know if that's in centimeters or what that's in, but you're supposed to be able to open your mouth up to 48, and I can only open mine up to 38, and that's with discomfort. That's like me opening my mouth up as wide as I possibly can and it being uncomfortable for me. So that's kind of, so she referred me to a TMJ specialist. His name's Dr. Kilpatrick, and I went to my appointment 2 days ago, and he had to fill out this big info packet of like, oh, it had to have been like a couple hundred questions on, like, you know, do you grind your teeth at night? Do you have anxiety? Do you have stress? Does your jaw hurt, or do you have headaches more around certain people? Stuff like that. It was just a big questionnaire, right? Because he was trying to figure out if this is really my problem or not. So I filled out that before my appointment, and then I went to my appointment, and what happened was he went in and he went over the packet with me and asked questions about stuff, and then we went in and I got x-rays. I got a CAT scan, which is like where you sit in a chair, they like strap your head in, and then, you know, this x-ray machine goes around your head, right? And it takes full head x-ray so they can see the jaw joints, they can see the nose, they can see everything, just to make sure that this is really what's happening, because it's pretty expensive to get an apparatus put in your mouth to fix your jaw. So symptoms for, I guess, like symptoms, things that you have noticed that's happening that you might not connect with TMJ or TMD. Jaw pain, difficulty chewing, clicking and locking of the jaw, which I've not had any of that thing. I've not had any of the clicking or the locking, thank goodness. Tenderness in your face, jaw, neck, and shoulders, and pain in your ears. Unable to open your mouth wide without pain, a tired feeling in your face, or even swelling. So, I mean, something that shocked me is that TMD actually affects more than what you think it would. It affects your neck. Like, I get these pains, like right here in the back of my neck, that where it connects to my head, and I was like freaking out about it because I didn't know. I was like, what if I have something wrong with my neck? Because I was in an accident, a car accident in like high school, which was a long time ago, but you know, stuff like that happens when you have accidents, and then like years later you end up having like a crazy post-traumatic, like an injury that they didn't catch. And so I talked to him about it, and you can have it in your shoulders, you can have it in your shoulder blades, which I get pain there too, and it's all because your jaw is not set right, so you have a head forward motion when you're sitting or standing. Your head's forward, and that's causing your muscles and your back and your neck to work harder than what they should be. And so, and that's only part of my problem why my neck and my back hurt. But it says you may also have toothaches, headaches, dizziness, earaches, hearing problems, upper and shoulder pain, and ringing in your ears, which I have had ringing in my ears recently. It's like been the past couple months. But I will go ahead and list my symptoms that I've had personally. They're different. Excuse me. They're different for everybody, but I was going to go ahead and list the ones that I have. I've had migraines. I've also had constant headaches, like where I wake up with a headache, I have a headache all throughout the day, and then I go to sleep with a headache. Like, it's just a non-stop headache all the time. And I take Excedrin migraine for it, and that lessens it so that it doesn't affect my day-to-day life. But there are some times when I get such, like, it develops so much, depending on stress or anxiety or, you know, what I'm doing that day, it can progress. And when it progresses, it becomes a migraine, and it hurts all right here, all the way up in front, behind my eyes. Like, it hurts at the top of my head. It just basically hurts everywhere. And it's the kind where you have to go to sleep. I just have to go to sleep to get rid of it. Ear pain, neck aches, aches between my shoulder blades, sinus issues. I've had, I'm stuffy all the time. Dizziness and tired all the time, not able to sleep, or I sleep badly. Irritability, unable to open my mouth wide, and when I chew gum or if I like yawn really wide, it causes me pain, like, and serious discomfort. There's a lot of different ways you can get TMJ. You can either have arthritis in your joints. You can have whiplash accidents, like accidents where your head kind of, and it knocks you. Grinding and clenching your teeth, and then stress and anxiety can also cause it. So, but back to the appointment, right? So I got x-rays, and then she took me to a chair, because it's at the dentist. And so they took me to a chair, and I sat in the chair, and she did measurements of, like, you know, if I opened my mouth really wide, she measured it, closed my mouth, measured it, measured how my teeth fit against each other and stuff like that. And I've had braces before, so my teeth are aligned in the back, which is good. My teeth overlap in the front a bit. That's because I've ground my teeth in the back, and so it's caused them to become a little bit shorter, and so my teeth overlap a little bit, but he said that this apparatus can fix that, or at least fix it a little bit, so that I don't have to get braces again. And he said that I might still have to get braces later on, just to help align everything completely, so that it keeps it away, and it keeps your joints from getting bruised again. Because this is like, there's no cure for it. It's just you get an apparatus that helps you with it, and it helps to set your jaw in the right spot so that there's room for that joint to move in between, and the joint doesn't get pinched and bruised. I'm hoping that I'm saying everything correctly, because I'm a little unorganized about all of it, because it's kind of stressful for me, and it does cause me some anxiety. All of it does. It's very expensive as well. But okay, so I'm gonna go with possible treatments. So what they did for me is he took molds of my mouth for my apparatus, and I don't get that until May 1st. And I'm gonna make an update video about that as well. But what he did was prescribed me muscle relaxers to try to keep me from grinding, to try to keep my pain at a minimum. And it was supposed to keep me from grinding, but he told me that I needed to go see my primary care physician to talk about why I grind my teeth and why I clench my teeth in the first place. You know, so why I'm not sleeping well, why I'm irritable all the time, stuff like that. So I made an appointment, and that's why I chose to do the video today, which today is Wednesday for me. This will probably be Thursday or maybe even Friday that you're seeing this. But I made a primary care physician appointment, and to talk about, you know, what's going on. But I'm going to start with what he did. He prescribed me a muscle relaxer, and then he sent my apparatus off to be made, and then it'll come back to me on May 1st, right? And then the next thing he told me was that I have one of the worst deviated septums that he's ever seen. Like, and that's a big thing, like, for someone to say, because he's been doing this for like 30, 40 years. Like, he's old. And he's been doing it since, this is like the first, he's done this forever. He knows everything about it. But apparently, I don't remember which side he told me. I want to say it was this side. I think it's this side. But I'm not even using like this nostril because it's so, my septum is so deviated that it's just like cutting off. Like there's just the tiniest bit of a gap right here that I can breathe out of. So that's why I'm so stuffy all the time. And that's another reason why my neck and my back hurt, is because I breathe out of my mouth. And when you breathe out of your mouth while you're sleeping or just day to day, you know, it causes you to do that head forward thing also, and causes your back and your neck to do too much work, to do more than what they're used to. And that's a problem that I'm going to face later. I'm just getting the grinding and the clenching and the stress and all that stuff, and then the apparatus done first, and then I will think about possible surgery in the future, but I don't want to think about that right now. So I'm not thinking about it. These are other possible treatments. I told you what my treatment's going to be for right now. Other possible treatments are a night guard. They could just say you need something at night, which my apparatus will be a full-time thing until he decides that I can be weaned into nighttime, and then I'll be weaned into nighttime, and then I'll only have to wear it at night. But they also do dental work, like crowns, bridges, or braces to correct your bite. Like if my back teeth hadn't aligned, he would have told me that I either needed to get crowns or a bridge or something to align my teeth to make it to where the apparatus could fit and then align my jaw. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense, but I hope it does. They also do trigger point injections, where it's like if you are just in so much pain that you can't talk or you can't eat, or it's causing you so much discomfort that you just can't do anything else, he will inject anesthetic into your joint to relieve that pain that's right there. And it also helps with swelling and stuff in there too, to just kind of stay on top of it. And I'm thankful that I'm not going to have to do that, at least not right now. I'm not going to have to do that. But they also do physical therapy, which she said she was going to talk to me whenever I go in to get my apparatus on May 1st. They're going to talk to me about physical therapy movements that I can do on my own to help unpinch your jaw joint muscle thing right there. That is all of my notes, basically. There is a surgery option that I guess I should have mentioned. But that's like for really bad cases where you've basically worn that joint down and it's just bone. They have to go in and repair that, or like say something is more pinched in there, or say you get stuck, like you open your mouth up and it just locks and it's stuck and you can't get it unlocked. They'd have to go in and unlock it for you. So thankfully I've not had to do anything, that's not on the plan at all. The deviated septum is the only surgery that I'm possibly facing right now, and that's not for a bit. But yeah, I just really wanted to make a video about this, not only to record my journey with this, but because whenever I was looking it up and my dentist had talked to me about it, there was no information besides Wikipedia or like WebMD on TMD or like any of that, like anybody's journeys on that at all. And so if this helps one person, at least just ask questions to your dentist or to your primary care physician, because the whole reason why I have TMD in the first place is from anxiety. It's from an anxiety disorder that I did not want to deal with. And so I talked to my primary care physician today about it, and he was like, you know, that's your body's way of letting out that anxiety during the night, is clenching, and my legs never stop moving and I'm always fidgeting. That's my body's way of telling me that I'm anxious and I'm having some kind of anxiety. And he put me on some anxiety medication. It's Lexapro. He said that it's the one with the least amount of side effects. And it's not a real strong one. He said that we're going to start out slow and see how it goes. But I wanted to make this video to tell you that if you're feeling anxiety and if you feel that something's wrong and your body is telling you that something's wrong, listen to your body. Because I was 100%, I didn't want to have to take medicine every day to feel normal. Like, that sounds crazy to me. It sounds totally insane. But the thing is that anxiety happens to people. It happens to me. I've always had it. Whenever I was little, I'd have anxiety attacks. I mean, it's something that I've always dealt with, and I just pushed it back and pushed it back and pushed it back until finally my body was just like trying to handle all the anxiety itself, and it started destroying parts of me. Like, you know, my jawbone is all messed up now from it, and my teeth are messed up, and it hurts my legs and all kinds of stuff. And your body shouldn't have to start like hurting itself and harming itself to tell you, hey, you need to go to the doctor and figure out what's wrong. So hopefully everything will be good from now on, and I will make an update video. It'll probably be after I'm going to the beach. I'm going on vacation. It'll probably be after that, because then I'll have all of my other appointments out of the way, and I'll be able to give you a more definitive response and review of my apparatus and of my anxiety medication and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to feel better, because migraines, they're debilitating. They're really, really hard to live your day-to-day life with a migraine. And so I'm really excited to start actually feeling like myself again. So thank you guys for watching. If you watched this video, I know it's kind of rambly, and I don't know if I got all the information that I wanted to get to you. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment box below. If you like my videos and you want to subscribe to me, push this red subscribe button down below and the little bell that'll give you a notification on when I post my next videos. I usually post beauty and DIY videos, but I'm going to be posting, if I feel it's important to get it out there, like I feel like anxiety is a very important subject to talk about. I feel that a lot of people don't want to talk about it because they're either embarrassed, or they think people are going to think they're crazy or something. It's something that we really need to talk about, because you're not crazy just because you have anxiety. It's not something wrong with you. It's just something that happens. And everybody has a little anxiety, and some people have a hard time dealing with it. Make sure you talk to your primary care physician about it, though. Don't just like sneak anybody's medicine or anything like that. You need to go talk to somebody professional about it. Somebody who knows your case and will know you very well. Disclaimer real quick, I am not a doctor. This is just my journey and my discovery through my anxiety, the TMJ, TMD, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, just a journey in this little medical bump of my life. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the comment box below. You can hit me up on my social media sites as well. They'll be linked in the description box below. But thank you guys for listening, and I know this is really, really rambly. I'm kind of tired. I really need a nap. But I love you guys. You guys are great. I hope you have a beautiful day, and God bless.